We'll step on the gas. You can see it's got good enough pickup to pass people on the highway. Patrick's garage. Somehow it was abandoned. Sit around for a while. I suspect that 20 years about. And then they sold it to me. High quality Swedish steel. Is it rust? No, it isn't. It's got plenty enough power to get you where you're going. It's got decent acceleration. There is no arguing that. If you want to driving around in comfort, this is an infinitely better vehicle. None of these things are known for ruggedness. They can last virtually forever. Now, one of the main reasons I've got and continue saving this car, because I wanted simplicity. You want to see all around to see what those lunatics are up to. Comfy, regular cloth seats that can last forever. Right here was small holes from cigars. Now we can see them from first glance, but they was. I'm assuming just about everything is original here. Not expect perfection. I restored them approximately 1 year ago. Old fabric seats, but they comfortable and not torn. A lot of people don't care about sunroofs, and I'm one of them. I'd rather have a nice solid roof that doesn't leak. And as with all sunroofs, they never work in this car. It has a regular parking brake with a cable to back wheels. Not one of those electronic piece of crap you got to deal with. So I decided to keep my old cars forever. You can ask me why. You can agree or disagree, but I think in this case, better the devil you know than the devil you don't. Before B18, Volvo engines was gradually improved and keep improving. But after B20, they has been keep unimproving. For quite some time now, 5 decades for sure. All original here except for the battery. In olden days, I think Volvo was smarter than now. That's 4-speed transmission, that's flawless. It's nice and sturdy here. 2-liter proven Volvo 4-cylinder technology. Marvelous engine is hooked up to a 4-speed manual transmission. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm not afraid to say standard transmission. Insanely reliable B20. It's not an interference engine. So if that timing gears breaks, no damage is done. But if the gears broken, small piece of gears can clog oil system. So if they broke, they didn't hurt anything, so you're not gambling anything. Fuses under the central console. It's hidden in here, not in the engine compartment. Since 70s Volvo go insane and put the central console. Here must be fuses lit only. Okay, instrument panel, look can be deceiving. This car looks a lot faster than it so. I have been planning to remove this LPG system from the car for a long time. I just removed electronic, crappy components, which was burned, unfortunately. Wires was burned. You know, the octane of gas, LPG gas, more higher than octane of gasoline. So this system works with ignition electronic regulator. And a big disadvantage just for me that LPG system takes a lot of space for gas in the trunk. And we need sacrificing our room for this gas tank. Now I decided not to use it. And now let's remember in last video we put oil into the steering box. And let's look seepage it leaking or not. Yes, of course, unfortunately, little seepage we see. Not dripping to the earth, but all our steering system little oiled, a little coated with oil. Here we see dust gets little easier to the our system, steering system. We see not coated with oil. So in near future we have to replace seals. Otherwise it continue leaks. And when so hot it leaks more quickly. And when parking under the sun, oil easy can leaks out. Now cooling system was warmed up. I already been driving around. Now engine cold, we need to add a little coolant. Now it's lower than minimum. This cap works perfectly. It takes some time before the system is completely free of air. And we fill up it with coolant, but not higher than maximum mark. But if the coolant lower than minimum, you can disconnect it and hold above the radiator and fill it with coolant. Now I want disconnect LPG regulator. Here securing nut behind gloves box. And we need to unscrew this nut. Not convenient access for it. This LPG system had so much electronic equipment that eventually can go wrong and create a lot of problems with wires. Now I think that I'm not so gambling to continue using LPG system now. Paint faded on the hood and see cracks of paint. Hood was wrecked because we don't require perfection from old car. And we don't throw the money on the paint, we don't care about that, of course. And more than this, we can say that it gives additional vintage look. So we leave it alone, of course. And again, we can look underneath. Under the hood, we see hood was damaged and was restored. It's almost impossible to find new hood lid. It's not biggest downside for old car. I think it's foolhardy to replace hood in this normal condition. We easily can find more really interesting to repair. Birds again, poops on the trunk again, lower edge a little rusty as we can see, lower edge of seal little rusty, but we can't blame the edge of the car. We can blame the salt and water. It's nothing outrageous. Personally, I wouldn't even worry about it in this thing. But if you have a car like this, you should do like me with my old 69 car years ago. I stripped all this with wire brush, then I coated it with primer and put on a coating so it didn't rust. And it won't rust. I think that's worth doing, but it's not so easy. But it should be if we want to keep it forever. Now it's just superficial rust. You see fuel pipe and brake pipes. Rust isn't a little thing, it's a major problem for body. Eventually it can destroy all car. You see I unscrewed securing nut with washers. You see, 2 washers for additional reliability, obviously. So let's look at the engine compartment. And we now can disconnect all this system. Only one pipe. Here you see this pipe. This system in good condition itself, but electronic crap creates a lot of problems because we need to add crazy fancy crap to ignition system and it creates a lot of problems. Thank you so much for your time. Bye for now.